Ahoy there, Chummers, and welcome to the Sixth World. And today we're doing something a little bit different. You know, it's not very often that I cover Games Workshop products on this channel. I have done so in the past a little bit. Mostly I've poked fun at Games Workshop stuff through some of my YouTube shorts, like the one that I dropped yesterday. But it's been a while since I've actually talked about a product, but Games Workshop's latest release, announced a little over an hour ago, actually, as of the recording of this video. So this is brand new breaking news for those of you out there in the gaming world. You know, I think this deserves a little bit of commentary from my neck of the woods. You know, I've made no secret about the fact that I've played Games Workshop games almost as long as I've played BattleTech and Shadowrun. I started with after BattleTech, my first war game was Warhammer Fantasy, and then I've played a lot of Games Workshop stuff over the years. I've read the books. I've subscribed to Warhammer Plus. I will admit it. I fully admit it. Kind of rethinking that subscription in the last couple of weeks, but yeah, you know, whatever. I did the year sub, so I got a couple months left in it. But I've also painted literally hundreds of Games Workshop models and other models over the last couple of years. So I think this. I think this announcement deserves a little bit of commentary from my neck of the woods here. So Games Workshop's newest product release is the Servo Skull painting palette. Now I'm going to link to this Warhammer community article in the description for you so you can take a look at it. It's actually quite a short article. There's a YouTube video that goes along with it. But the title of the article says, "The new Servo Skull painting palette is your latest weapon in the war against gray plastic." Yeah, you read that right. You heard that right. This is 100% legit. This is an actual product that Games Workshop is releasing. It is the Servo Skull painting palette. Well, what is the Servo Skull painting palette, you ask? Obviously, it's a painting palette. Is it what form is it going to take? Is it an actual Servo Skull that doubles as a painting palette? Well, kinda. We'll take a look at that. I want to kind of get the full force of this Warhammer community article in there before I show you the Servo Skull painting palette and what it looks like. Now the first paragraph, the article starts, it says, "Painting miniatures is one of the cornerstones of the Warhammer hobby. There's no real right or wrong way to paint, as I've said myself on this channel many times, much to the chagrin of paint shamers in the BattleTech community. But there are a plethora of tools to help you get the job done. And the new Servo Skull palette slots right into your artistic arsenal." So let's go ahead and take a look at the Servo Skull palette. Let's take a look. There's this YouTube video here. I'm not going to scroll down, but I am going to show you what the paint palette looks like in action. So let's click on over. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The Servo Skull paint palette in all its glory. In use, currently in use, as we speak. So let's go back, because, you know, I think we probably need to see it again. I'm not going to play this entire video or anything like that. I will link to the video in the description. The link is also, I wanted that to go on a little bit longer. There we go. Okay. There we go. A little bit more. Let's go ahead and just pause it mid use. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that palette. It's God, it looks hideous. It doesn't. Let's go back to the article. Okay, so there's a Servo Skull paint palette. So the article is essentially just a rehashing of the video. Hang on a second, I gotta take a drink. Been a little bit phlegmy the last couple of days because kiddo's sick again and is passing it along to me again. So yeah, the last couple of days I've woken up and it's been Yeah, it's been fun. So the article continues. It says, made from flexible silicone, it is designed to be long-lasting, easy to clean, and most importantly, to look like a servo skull. 24 separate paint wells of varying sizes have been incorporated into the design, and all you need to do to clean it is wait for the paint to dry and pop it out. Wash the palette with a little warm water and soap, and you're good to go. Oh, is that all you need to do? Is that all you need to do to clean it? Oh, well, that's absolutely magical. It is perfect for all levels of hobbyists, from total beginners to those with dozens of gorgeous armies in the cabinet. How the hell does somebody have dozens of gorgeous armies in the cabinet? You know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna. I just realized how many mech forces I've got for BattleTech, and never mind. We'll just gloss right along through that. It says it ends with, this new palette will join the rest of the Citadel color range and replace the existing Citadel color palette pad. Say that 5 times fast. We'll have more information on when it's released soon. And then there's a little asterisk here. It says it's reusable, so it's much more sustainable, just like the heads of loyal Imperial servants who get recycled into servo skulls. Ha ha ha! Oh, isn't that funny? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Games Workshop made a joke instead of being the joke for once. No, actually, it's not true. Games Workshop still is the joke. Oh, my God. So, okay. Where to begin? Where to begin with this overdesigned, overpriced monstrosity? And you know it's going to be overpriced. I mean, don't kid yourself. This is not going to be cheap at all. Games Workshop does not do anything cheap. They especially don't do tools cheap of any kind. I mean, their tools are mid, but premium priced. That goes for their brushes as well. I don't very much like Games Workshop brushes. They're way overpriced for what they can do. You're better off going to Hobby Lobby or Michael's and getting some brushes there, or going on Amazon, or you actually would probably be better off getting like a couple Sable brushes for the price of a GW paintbrush set. But that's neither here nor there. So, okay, first of all, they say 24 separate paint wells. It does indeed have 24 separate paint wells. I did go through and count it just to make sure. They are obviously of varying sizes, but it doesn't even, this thing doesn't look comfortable to use. It really doesn't. And it's big. I mean, let's go back to the video. I mean, it's, okay, to be fair, I use a wet palette. My wet palette is bigger than that, but I mean, for somebody with who doesn't have a desk dedicated to hobbying, or like a table space or something like that they can work with. This is a big palette, and there's a lot of empty space on it. There's a lot of unused space. My big question with this is going to be, is the entire surface easy to clean? Because there's going to be you're going to get spillage. This is going to have Nuln Oil spilled all over it by everybody, because nobody can use Nuln Oil without spilling it, because everybody is functionally retarded. So my question is the entire palette easy to clean? The paint wells, you can see that mirrored silicone finish that they were talking about, but what about the rest of it? If I spill paint on this big white area right here, is that going to come off easily, or am I going to be left with a giant honking paint stain right here on the non-polished silicone part? So that would be my question on that. This is just so stupid. Oh my God. This is easily the dumbest thing that Games Workshop has done this week. And you know what this is? Let's go back. Let's go back to it. You know what? You know exactly what this is, right? I hope everybody has realized. I'm going to tell you if you haven't. Made from flexible silicone. All you have to do to clean it is wait for the paint to dry and pop it out, wash the palette with a little warm water and soap, and you're good to go. This is a fidget popper. This is an overdesigned, overpriced, over-engineered fidget popper designed as a paint palette by people who don't paint. That's exactly what this piece of crap is. This, if you spend money on this, you are free to do so. If you want to spend your money on this, it might be a fun thing to have on your desk. Okay, I'll admit that it is kind of a funny design. But if you're spending money on this, you are buying an overpriced, overdesigned fidget popper. So, of course, Games Workshop has not released any pricing on this yet. It hasn't even released this item yet. They literally have just announced it. I can't imagine what more information they're going to have on this other than the price. Which, if I had to hazard a guess, this is probably going to be $30. At least $20, probably $30, maybe more. Maybe more than $30. I'll be surprised if this goes as low as $10. It could happen. I could see Games Workshop possibly going as low as $10. So I spent a little bit of time slagging off Games Workshop painting tools. I did buy two Games Workshop painting tools. I did buy their paint cup, which is actually pretty decent. I liked it. I've upgraded to a larger paint cup, but their bog standard paint cup is decent. It's good. It's good enough, and it was, I think, like $7 or $8, so it wasn't too bad. And then they also had a paint holder, a paint pot holder, like a triangle paint pot holder. That was like $3, and that thing is worth its weight in gold. I bought it after I spilled an entire bottle of Shyish purple contrast paint, and I haven't spilled any contrast or shades since, just using that. So, except for the one time I almost knocked the whole thing over off the desk, but that's a whole other issue. But this thing, especially with the economy and GW prices as they are right now, I can't see this thing going for less than. I'm gonna hedge my bets, and I'm gonna say at the very low end, I can't see this thing going for less than $10. I can see it going for more than $30, potentially. I could see. Yeah, I don't think it's going to go as high as $30. It might go as high as $40. I think this thing is going to be easily $20 though. Very easily. You know what is a better idea than buying a Servo Skull paint palette that is essentially just a fidget popper? Going to Amazon and buying an actual fucking fidget popper. Because they're a hell of a lot cheaper than this thing's going to be. Easily a hell of a lot cheaper than this thing. Like, let's just take a look. Here. Right here off the bat, you got, you can't see the full screen. I'm not going to extend it because it's a pain in the ass to do. But right here, you got 2 packs, Fidget Sensory Toys, $6.99. Free shipping with Prime. Free delivery Sunday, October 6th on $35 of items shipped by Amazon. And you've got a whole plethora of different, you got bracelets if you want to, like, I guess, wear your paint palette or whatever. These are all toys. You got $5.99. You got $7.99 if you want a fun little hexagon shape. You got fun animal shapes. It looks like they got a lot more than 24 different palettes on some of those. You got a 14-pack of little ones for $9.99 if you want something small. 30-pack for $7.99 if you want something even smaller and more portable, with 4.5 stars out of 5. So yeah, this one even has letters on it. This is cool. This is fun. This one will be really fun. Put your paints in that and spin it and watch the fun begin on that. That's I'm actually kind of tempted to get that one right there. So yeah, this is going to be a better option for you if you're wanting. Look, this one's got like 100 and it's like $7.99. Look. there's just so, if you want a fidget popper for a pallet, there's just so many better options out there. Go to the dollar store, go to Dollar Tree and get one for like $1.25 or something. It's just, there's just so many better options out there for you than this. This is not something that you need for painting. This is not something that's going to help level up your painting or anything like that. This is an overpriced, overdesigned fidget toy molded into a paint palette, designed by a committee of people that don't paint. That's what I think about this. Feel free to disagree in the comments section below. Let me know what you think about the about the Servo Skull paint palette. Are you going to run down to your local Warhammer store and purchase this the second it goes on sale? Well, yeah, I mean, good luck with that, because it's probably going to sell out in like 30 seconds. Like most Games Workshop stuff does when it's released. So, are you going to go out and buy the Servo Skull paint palette, or are you like me? Do you think there's a hell of a lot better options and cheaper options out there as well? Let me know what you think about all this in the comments section below. As always, if you liked what you heard, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Both those things help me out quite a bit, and I will see you all next time. And that's the chip truth, chummers. Let me know what you think in the comments section, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more Shadowrun content. Hit that notification bell so you will always know when I upload a brand new Shadowrun video, and until next time, remember to shoot straight and never, ever deal with a dragon.